What is going on? We are back, baby. Happy Friday to y'all. Hope you had a great week. Got some people in the chat already. Nugget Man was first. What is going on, Nugget Man? Hope you're doing well. Becky in there, quick seconds. She says, holy shot, Nugget beat us. Yeah, he did. He says start timer for 20 minutes. Yeah, we gotta have that little intermission. Meech in there too. She says, nice work, Nugs. What's going on, Meech? Hope you had a good week. Crooked Orchid's in the chat as well. She says, what's up, beautiful people? Hope y'all are doing great. I got one of the last, maybe one of the last blue drinks because they are canceling the coconut Red Bull, so I got that and a high noon tonight. I'm ready. Got Elmo ready to go. We're good. All right, awesome. Make sure our buttons are working. Oh my goodness, what's going on here?
And this is not a laughing matter.
No, it is not. Thank you. Black Magic in the chat as well. He says, hey everyone, we made it through another week. Yes, we did, sir. Hope you did well this week. I hope you all did. He's probably the warm and toastiest of all of us. We're getting a little bit of a reprieve right now. We had, I'm in Ohio, and it got really cold, and now it's going back up, and I think we're going to get punished for it, but hey. I want to hold on to that warmth as long as possible. If not, we'll live vicariously through Black Magic to get us through these cold winters. Out there in the Arizona desert. Nugget says those electronic solar waves must be affecting you all. Yeah, they were. I actually got a new photo. This picture from the Be Right Back screen is from the last time that the Aurora came. And that little window that you see in the photo there on the right is where I sit when I stream. So I tried to take another one of those. I don't know. We'll see how it turned out. That one's pretty cool. But yeah, hope you all got to see the Aurora. I thought that was cool. Post a couple pictures in the Discord. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's a lot more chat. Sorry, I'm being slow. Dogs are wilding out about something. Oh, okay. You're talking about your pictures from Tunisia? Yeah, I bet there's some cool cafes in Tunisia. Eric Freeze in the chat. What is going on, Eric Freeze? Hope you had a great week, my man. Happy Friday to you. Angelina in there as well. What is up, Angelina? Hope you and the fam are doing well. Happy Friday to everyone. Crooked Orchid says, hit that like button, Bacon Strips. That's right, Bacon Strips says hit that like button. He's back there. I didn't turn his eyeballs on. I don't know how long that battery lasts. Black Magic says 85 today, baby. No kidding. 85. Oh, wow. I think we got to 50. So that was pretty cool. That was cool for me. It was just there was a time where I didn't have a jacket on, so that was good. It's a good week for me in November. If we're above 20, I'm happy. Crooked Orchid says, Black Magic Drew is being a baby. It didn't even get that low. You are right. I am a freeze baby. Yes, 100%. Hate this cold weather, dude. I don't want any of it. I work outside, so honestly, like, I'm fine above 20. After that, I'm like, nah. If we're not working inside, I don't know, dude. I'm call somebody else. I try and book all my the longer indoor projects for wintertime to kind of fill those months up. But yeah, you're right. I am a bit of a baby. But yeah, it got down to the 30s for several nights in a row here, and we haven't experienced that yet. So we were not used to it. I know you guys up on the lake, you have that cold hardness that that other people don't have. Northern Ohio is a special place. You get punished by everything up there. The sports teams, the weather, everything is generally unpleasant. Except for like 2 months in the summertime when it's beautiful up there by the lake. But man, okay. So I keep up with Marky, you know. We've watched some of his videos before. I was looking through his channel. I wasn't caught up, and I was trying to research this news story that just happened where some girl, all I knew was a girl got kicked out of a place because she had a Dunkin' cup. And I was like, that sounds kind of fun. See, like, they said, Meech said they talked about it on RMG. I didn't hear it. I'm behind on the replays, but yeah, so I guess, I don't know. She got kicked out over the Dunkin' Cup. But so I was looking for that. And I noticed that there is a huge problem apparently with these food influencers versus restaurants. It's happening all the time. There's somebody is always getting wronged, and it seems like it's usually the restaurant. And we know how TikTok likes to take things and run with it. So I'm kind of, you know, I always want to give a little bit of leeway in both directions in case we don't have the full story on these. But really, the only thing you can go off of is the information you have, and people definitely do. Crooked Orchid says, I sent you the one picture on Discord of the TikTok cafe in Jerp. Hold on. Let's see if I can. See if I can. I think this will show it. Oh, no, it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't show up. Shoot. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. I tried to show it. It should pop up on that screen, but I don't know. It looks cool, though. She says, I thought I took a better one, but I was looking at cats. Okay, so this first one. This ice cream, this is Marky's video. Ice cream shop wants to sue customer after negative TikTok review. And I'm just like, I'll get it to work. I think I could get it to work, for the next time. I was not ready to show photos. I didn't have the scene ready. So well, you know what? I'll let him tee up the story here because this one's kind of weird. Now, if you are going to have like an arrangement with like a TikTok influencer and say, hey, you know, come in, make a video, I'll comp your food, or you pay for your food, I'll give you $50. I don't know what the deal is. Either way, I feel like the restaurant paying the influencer for a review leads to all of the reviews just being positive. Like that one lady was saying, I don't know, when like a few months ago when we talked about something similar, the one lady was saying that everyone on TikTok that's hyping up these restaurants is lying. So I kind of like the more guerrilla style, like impromptu reviews where someone's clearly just a regular customer and they're not being paid. And that's what this is, but it didn't go so well for this ice cream shop, and now she wants to sue the customer. Okay, so we'll let Marky set this one up.
Down below. Now for this situation to make sense, there's a couple of people you need to be aware of. The first one being Sarah Frank, a TikTok of about 150,000 followers. And also a store that you need to be aware of here is Melt Homemade Ice Cream in Salem, Massachusetts. I am having to show you their website here because if we go on their Instagram page, you can actually see it says, sorry, this page isn't available. I'm assuming due to this situation, but I could be wrong.
Why
and
is
it all
their
actually started a few
Instagram
days ago when
deleted?
Sarah uploaded a video which has some text on screen that says, but apparently a refund is against store policy. Shout out Melt Ice Cream in Salem. And then when we play the video, you'll see that Sarah actually found a pretty long hair in her ice cream. Yeah, so it has got music in the background that I think might be copyrighted, but...
Dude, look at... Okay, alright. Now, we've all probably experienced this in life, right? It happens. Not to me because I don't have hair, but, you know, at home, it's possible even to get hair in your food. But, this particular hair here, with how long it is and the fact that she's like pulling it out of the ice cream, it's very clearly not her hair, you know? So that's the thing everyone always jumps to when somebody says they have the hair in their food, and they're like, is it your own hair? Because, like, yeah, that'd be pretty stupid. I could probably pull like a hair out of my beard or my mustache and put it in anything, and like, I don't know. I feel like that's a really crappy thing to do. But also, you know, the restaurant should know if there is a contaminated product, so that they don't serve it to anyone else. So I do think that telling the restaurant is appropriate to do, and they, you know, they'll give you another one or give you a refund. Most of the time, when people find a hair in their ice cream, they're not going to want more ice cream from that place. I'm just guessing. Nugget Man says, okay, not hungry anymore. So this is the only like borderline gross one. All the other ones are just whiny people, in my opinion. But whiners on both sides of the ball here a lot of the times. But okay, so here's Melt Ice Cream in Salem. She found a hair.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can see she's pulling
like,
out,
yeah,
again,
you know.
a very long hair out of her ice cream. Now, unfortunately, this does happen. I'm sure a lot of people have seen hair in their food, which it's obviously disgusting,
Yes.
right? But I think the big reason why this became such a big situation is actually the store's response to the whole situation. So
Okay.
Sarah went on to upload an update video, kind of goes through the situation. She says that once she found out that there was a hair in her ice cream, she actually tried ringing the store multiple times, couldn't get through to anyone.
Guys,
Yeah.
Oh my
Seems
God.
like
I
step one
actually
in this
cannot believe
situation.
her reaction. Like, let me just show you. So this happened on Tuesday, and after getting the ice cream, we had walked away. Like, you can see the video is filmed in the car because I was sitting in the car, and I saw the hair. My first thought was, oh my God, like, let me just call the store. I called them 5 times, and their voicemail is basically like something to the effect of, sorry, we're helping somebody or we're closed. We don't check our voicemails.
Now, this is the problem number one. If you're gonna be a business and have a number listed on your Google, you gotta answer that number. I don't care if you're busy or you don't have time. You have to answer the phone. That's how it works having a business, but okay.
Call us again another time. And I was just so disgusted that I was like, let me just go back in person and just ask for a refund.
So she does. Sarah goes back to the store. She tries to ask for a refund. Basically, the staff said that they can't give her a refund, and what she has to do is actually email the owner.
And I was worried that this was going to go downhill, so I did record it. I don't feel the need to show the video. It's basically just me asking, like, can I get a refund? There's hair in my ice cream. And he was like, no. you'll have to contact the owner.
He was
And I'm
like,
okay,
no,
good. I have her email.
no,
So
no.
right then and
It's
there, as soon as I
supposed
got
to be
back
in
into the
there.
car, I wrote her an email. And
That's a bonus.
I wrote it really fast, so there is a typo in it.
Ma'am, we won't charge you
and I feel really
extra
bad.
for
I
that
did
hair.
initially
or
misspell her
anything.
name, so I sent a follow-up email being like, I'm sorry, I misspelled your name because that's, like, not okay.
Okay, so let's give this email a read. So it says, "Hi Brittany, I was writing a 5-star review for Melt as I was eating my..."
Now, my overall impression of this influencer is that she's very kind. Like, she even was, like, really regretful of misspelling the owner Brittany's name. She gave her the wrong, she wrote the wrong Brittany in her first note, and she's like, that is not okay. And I mean, I think that anyone with a name that's commonly misspelled should probably be okay with that. It's not a personal attack on you, you know? But just the fact that she went out of her way to make sure that we knew that she was sorry for misspelling the name, I think she has good intentions here, okay? And she's not like a food influencer at all. She was just like, hey, I saw a hair in my ice cream. And that was it, okay? And this is what she wrote. Basically, she's like, hey, I was gonna leave an awesome review, but I found a hair. And, like, they won't give me a refund. And, I don't want more ice cream because it has hair in it. So, this is the owner here, Brittany Milligan. She's gonna respond.
"That's not a surprise anyone wants in their food. The staff all wear hats and hair nets at all times." This is something that comes up quite a lot in the comment section. "But it can unfortunately happen this time of year with having so many people in the store. We are always happy to provide another ice cream, even in a different flavor or type of treat when there is an issue, which it sounds like my staff offered you. We do not provide refunds as store policy." And I was going to
Okay, now my question here is, what kind of setup does the store have where if they have a lot of customers, all of a sudden there's hair in the food? I feel like being busy should not cause there to be hair in the food, but I don't know. I guess if you just have the ice cream just out in the open, I don't know. It should be covered, but yeah, all the employees' hair.
I'll show this
should
bit a
be
little bit later on, but I guess it makes sense
covered
to show
too.
this now. So in the comment section, a lot of people are responding specifically to the part where they mention that the staff wear hair nets or hats at all times to try and prevent this. And people actually went over to Melt's TikTok account, I believe, and maybe their Instagram, and just looked at some like videos and pictures taken
we
from
go.
in the store. And
Look
in
at
these
this.
videos and pictures, there are clearly a lot of people, as we can see here, not wearing either
Not a
hairnets
hat
or
in
hats. This guy
sight.
actually does have a hat on in the background. Another picture here showing the same again, and then again another picture here showing the same again. So basically, there are a lot of people in the comment section saying that this is untrue. Sarah then goes on and responds and says, "I think having hair in my food should warrant a refund, even if your store policy does not have stipulation for that. While it was not his hair, it's also worth..."
Also, having a policy of no refunds is, I guess, fine. Crooked Orchid says, she seems sweet. Hair is the protein of the future. Yeah, that's right. We're all going to be living on it. Hair and bugs. But, just as a restaurant, having a no refund policy is kind of weird. That's kind of weird if you're an ice cream shop and say we don't do refund. I don't know.
Worth noting that the employee present at the time did
I
not
don't
have
know.
a hairnet on. I think it's pretty clear why I did not want any more ice cream from Melt, so that is not a
Sure.
sufficient solution in
Sure.
place of a refund. Please process the refund as soon as possible, thanks. Now it's at this point where
Again, now we're 2 videos in. We're 3 emails in. We're talking about a $6 ice cream. Like, just refund it and be done, right? Like, why the ice cream store insists on their no refund policy?
things
and
get a little bit more
doubles
serious,
down
and I think
is
specifically
so
it's this point where
confusing.
a lot of people really did turn against
Yeah.
Melt, the ice cream store.
As
Because
if
Brittany actually
anyone was
replied
on their
saying,
side
"This is
in
a
the
lot of
first
drama
place."
over a $6 scoop of ice cream. I'm
Yes.
asking you nicely to please stop having your friends review bomb us, or I will contact my lawyer for slander." Okay, so now we're getting into...
Oh, wait, hold on. That was the restaurant. The restaurant owner is saying this is all a bit much over a $6 ice cream. Yes, it is, ma'am. That's the point that she's making to you. Like, I know it's hard to run a restaurant. I've run restaurants. I feel for you, and it's difficult to deal with complaints sometimes, but I feel like this one is really easy. She's been very kind, and all you had to do is be like, oh yes, yeah, $6, yeah, no problem, here you go, boom, done. Like, what? KO says, slandered me with hot fudge. I don't understand why the restaurant owner wanted to, like, if you want to make a point about whatever, fine, but like, why are you gonna take a stand over a $6 when she
right?
obviously...
Brittany is saying that she's basically going to sue
She had video
Sarah
evidence of the
posting
hair
this review,
and
or I
posted
guess
it on
asking
TikTok,
people
dude.
to post reviews, to which Sarah says that she never asked anyone to post a review. And obviously for slander, it has to be true, and at this point all Sarah had posted was a video pulling a hair out of her ice cream. So unless the claim is that the hair wasn't in the ice cream and maybe Sarah put it in there to take the video,
Sure.
I'm not really sure where the slander stuff comes into it.
Let it be known, I didn't ask anybody to leave a review. I posted a video. Some of you went and left a review on your own accord. I never asked a single person to leave a review.
See, this is the thing about TikTok, is if you give them a mission and someone to hate, they latch onto it so quickly, and they're like an army. They find the Google page, they find the owner's information, and they go full force on these people. Just leave. Now, Google has like some sort of process for these type of situations where if someone bombs your place with a bunch of reviews and it's very obvious that all of those people were from all over the country and weren't from that location, the Google will like flag that and kind of go through and filter those reviews out later. But it really can upset your average if you have a 4.8 or whatever, and then 100 people come in and give you 1 star. That's tough, you know? So, yeah, tons of drama over $6 scoop of ice cream. Yes, ma'am, you should heed your own advice and just send the $6.
I didn't even ask my boyfriend, who was with me, to leave a review. And this part, I was like, "Ooh, girl." So
Yeah,
here's what
right.
I said.
She's
Okay,
gonna
so Sarah
sue
says,
for
I didn't ask anyone to leave
slander.
reviews, I just post on social media about my experience after being denied a refund upon polite request. It's only $18 and should be easy for you to refund, regardless of what your store policy is. There was a hair in my food, making it unsafe to eat, and thus not what I paid for. I am once again asking you to please refund me, thanks. And you can kind of see what...
Okay, so it actually was $18 because she got like a postcard too. Something else from their like little gift area. So that's what caused it to be $18.
where this conversation's going, right? Sarah's saying that she wants a refund, Brittany's saying, nope, you're not getting a refund, and that's basically what this next message says
even
as
if
well.
it was
And I politely declined your
$100
request.
at
Honestly,
this point,
had you just emailed me, I would have given you a refund. But you chose to first be malicious and post not one, but two nasty reviews first. Lied about my staff member, who was indeed wearing a hat, I checked the security footage, and then got your friends to review bomb us over a scoop of ice cream. Since I've been accused of being rude, I might as well be. You are delusional if you think anyone would give in to you after all that. I'm blocking you now. You're not welcome in my store, and any further slander of my business will
if
result
you
in
are a
action.
restaurant owner talking to people like this,
TV,
like,
there's no
that's
more searching.
absolutely unhinged. Like, if you can't handle a simple customer dispute, you
That
should
video
not be the
a few
person
days
in
after
charge
it actually
of
happened to
handling
see if there would
complaints
be a
at your
resolution.
restaurant.
That's what Sarah's claiming. Obviously, I don't know that for a fact. Also, we have Brittany here saying that the staff was actually wearing a hat at the time.
Daniel
It might be
Alexander
true.
in the
Obviously,
chat.
people
What's
have
going
posted
on,
pictures
Daniel? How you
of
doing?
Other times where people weren't wearing like hats or hairnets.
We're
but
talking
obviously,
annoying
depending on the
influencers
situation,
in
I guess only Brittany
restaurants.
and Sarah know. And I mean, yeah, obviously it's became a much more serious situation with like legal threats and saying that she's banned from the store and all this stuff. Sarah then ends up replying, basically saying that she tried calling the store a bunch of times before leaving a review on Yelp. Again, says that she didn't ask anyone to leave a review. She also then sends the definition of slander, and then goes on further to say, I hate to take this further, but we'll report your unsafe food practices to the state. I'm guessing my money is worth more than your
Okay,
reputation,
whoa.
but this is your last chance to refund my money. And no
Daniel
worries about
says,
banning
I've
me
been
from your store.
invisible
I have
for a
absolutely
while.
no
Hey,
intention
that's
of ever
okay,
consuming
buddy.
your hair milk
Hope
ice
you're
cream
doing
ever
good.
again. And I believe this is the last time there was ever direct contact between Sarah and Brittany. We do actually have a public response from the store a little bit later on. But Sarah does go on to end this video by saying that she's made multiple videos regarding ice cream on her page, and
Okay, so yeah, this drama continues. If you want to follow that up, you can check that out. That's ice cream shop wants to sue customer after negative TikTok review. I thought that's ridiculous. Threatening lawsuits over a TikTok is ridiculous. Why aren't we just refunding the milkshake and be done with it or whatever? This is crazy. Daniel says, not good. My brain cancer is getting worse. I might have to get surgery on Monday. Oh, man. Well, hey, I hope that goes well for you, brother. Nugget says, I remember written restaurant reviews in the newspaper. Me too. When, like, a new restaurant would come out, the way you would find out about it would be to read the article in the paper when it comes out. Yeah. When they open. When the town food critic goes, you'd have like one guy, and it would be like his weekly segment, like Ask Dave, like Dave's Eats or whatever, you know. Yeah, I remember those fondly. But yeah, so now this guy kind of cracked me up. He thinks that he has a high quality production he's putting on. Very high value influencer we're talking about. And he didn't really have the communication skills that some of these other people have, and I feel like when you're setting up, if you're the food influencer and you're calling the restaurant, because I'm assuming that it's not restaurants just cold texting these influencers like, please come in and try our food. Maybe that happens. I don't know. But when you are making the arrangement, you're going to say something like, hey, I will come in and make a video about your restaurant. I'll pay for my own food, but the service for, to do this package, I'll do one short video and 5 photos for X amount of dollars. We'll do 2 shorts and a long video for X amount of dollars. That's how I assume it would go. Because you got to charge for the production and the editing and filming and all of that stuff. I get it. If it's actually like a high value production, okay? Now, other times, you have people who think they're a high-value production. And just because you spend a lot of money on your equipment does not necessarily mean that the content that you produce on it is going to be high quality. But this gentleman didn't quite get that memo, so he thinks he's like the Martin Scorsese of food review TikToks. So he is going to explain kind of what is going on in this situation, and he, of course, is going to do it while holding a lav mic, because why would you clip it onto something when you could hold it in your fingers like it's a bug you found? Nugget says, if I was invisible, I would sprinkle hair clippings in a few people's meals. Hey, there you go. That's like it's like Robin Hood, you know. You're getting everybody their meal for free or cheap, anyways. Okay, now Marky called this video "TikTok food reviewer calls out restaurant for not giving free food." Okay, so this guy is gonna be mad because he didn't get free food. Let's hear it.
And he talks about the fact that he makes like different types of videos.
Drama. I never thought this would come to my page / TikTok, whatever this is gonna go on. So I've been doing food review videos for about like a year now. I have different styles. Do it in the car. I've done them in the restaurants. Sometimes I just slap my little Ray-Ban glasses on and just record myself getting the food and do it from the POV.
I think he has
When
veneers.
I do my videos, it's usually in 3 ways. one, I'll just go buy the food like anybody else, buy the food, try it out myself. Two, a restaurant reaches out to me, restaurant manager, I don't care who it is, they will reach out to me and they'll be like, hey, can you come check us out, you know?
Yeah.
And give us a review. And like,
Okay,
sometimes
so-
I'll charge them. I'll charge them, honestly, if I really am not interested in like trying the place.
Okay, so you get the gist of it, right? He's
Now, he says he will charge them if he's not interested in trying the place. Now, my position, if I was the food review TikToker, is I would say, I will pay for my food, but you need to pay for the video. So I would offer different packages. So I say, you know, like we were talking about, do a short video and a few pictures, 3 posts, $500, whatever. Depends how many followers you have. Depends on your level of editing expertise. KO says, reach out to me. That's right. You know, and that's it, sometimes if I could see that happening, like a new restaurant, maybe they get on and they find all of the popular food reviewers in that city and they're like, hey, please come check me out. Tell us what you think. I get that. But this guy seems to have a kind of an inflated view of his content. Nugget says 3-way food eat review are KO's idea. That's right.
basically saying that sometimes when he does his food reviews, he gets paid to do it, or I guess gets the food comped. He then goes on to say that the manager at Sophie's Cock and Ale actually reached out to him to see if he was interested in trying some of the food.
Okay,
And
so
then
she
Jorge
did
mentions
reach
how he
out to
wanted to
him
make
in
this
this
like, very
case.
high budget video, which he goes on to mention quite
High
a lot.
budget, guys. High
Embarrassing
budget.
story, but I can't pay my rent. My friend told me about how she got this 5,000.
It's about to be a really high budget video, you guys. Like, what? Okay. All right, here we go.
The manager of Sophie's Ale in Cork reaches out to me about a month ago. They had reached out and was like, hey, can you come try us out? We'll set you up with a reservation and all this. I'm like, cool, yeah, let's do it. So today, we finally go and do it. And I have my camera and I have my friend, Brandon. He's a professional videographer, so his camera
Whoa.
is like
He's
way
a
more expensive
professional
than mine.
videographer,
Makes my camera
okay.
look like a toy. Mine's is around like $1,500. His is around like $5,000 maybe, just the body itself. So in between.
Yeah, so that's just like a regular, like a DSLR camera that he's bringing somewhere. Now, having a nice camera can produce a nicer result, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to have a high quality result. And we are about to see. Yeah, KO says 3-way, 4-way, 5-way. We're talking about Skyline Chili, right? Oh, man. Oh, I haven't had Skyline in a long time.
We have thousands of dollars worth.
For non-Ohio people, a 5-way is pasta. Let me see if I can remember. It's pasta with chili and onion and beans and cheese on top.
For cameras and videography equipment, and we go in there and we're shooting this video like an actual production video. Like, we got shots of the
Bruh. Okay, hold on. Is this our high value? This is our high value video we're talking about. Let's see this. I want to see this clip again, because one thing I'm noticing is the shaky camera work. The second thing I'm noticing is when he zoomed in on the food, the focus is off. It's actually focused on the background and not on the food. So it's like, to show this as like your example of your high value production.
thousands of dollars worth of cameras and videography equipment, and we go in there and we're shooting this video like an actual production video. Like, we got shots of the intro, the inside, we got B-roll, we're in the kitchen watching the chef cook, getting slow-mo of the cooking process. Like,
Okay, so
I mean, we're not really seeing a lot of it here, but to me, I don't know if this is a high quality, high value production. Nugget says, never did the 5-way, no beans for me. Okay, so that's a 4-way. That's the 4-way. I got you. That's the 4-way onion.
You understand what he's saying? He's basically saying that he made this incredibly high-budget video. And as
I
Roy
worked at
mentioned, as
Skyline
well here,
when
the
I
big
was
problem
younger.
here is that Jorge didn't get the food for free. Now, obviously, in a case like that, I think it's very important to look at the messages when they were actually organising what was going to happen. So we can see the messages here in Jorge's own video. So the first message says, "Come check out Sophie's Corking Hill in Lexington, North Carolina. I'm the front of house manager and would love to have you." Jorge says, "I would love to. Awesome, can I make a reservation for you? I'm actually out of state at the moment. I don't know when I'll be back. Hey, I'm back in Winston. Let me know if you would still like..."
Okay.
Exactly what I thought this was going to be. And anytime I do the videos, the food is comped. It's comped, or they even pay me.
It's comped. Like the... That's fine if that's your arrangement, but just the entitlement that comes off when you say it like that just really makes it sound like you're demanding free food. And maybe they get a review out of it. But also, people who have big accounts they would never do a review for a couple $100 worth of food. Like, to go in and make a high quality production and pay a cameraman and spend time editing, there's no way you're gonna do it just for a free meal. That's crazy. So I don't know, maybe he's just doing it for the love of the game, but I guess he's demanding his food to be comped. And it was not
upon the agreed price. And I did not even try to charge the manager. I never gave him no price or nothing. I was just like, I'm going to do the video, you know?
Now, that's true. But if you're going to demand things, you need to do that before you show up. And he didn't do that in those texts. Meech is back. What is going on, Meech? This gentleman, he is demanding that his food be comped for his review that he's doing, a very high quality video TikTok review of a restaurant. KO says, "What did you do with the extra hot dogs at the end? I had a friend that worked there too and used to put them next to the trash in a bag. He was earning a master's degree." Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow. When I worked there, if there were hot dogs at the end of the night, they did get thrown away. But we were pretty good at knowing how much we were going to sell. So we really didn't have it's not like we were throwing like a ton in the trash. It'd be like a few. But yeah, the chili does not get thrown away. That goes back in the fridge. But yeah, so he's mad that his food didn't get comped, even though he didn't agree on anything ahead of time, and he's like, I didn't even charge her for the review. Like, man, you just got through saying that you normally don't charge for the review.
No, as long as the freaking food is comped for free, and that's the only thing that I messed up on is we had no prior agreement. We did not agree if the food was going to be comped or if I was going to be paid. I didn't ask for any money.
I love how he says that's the only part that he messed up on, as if that isn't like the most important part of this whole situation.
Right.
I mean, I've already mentioned
if you
in
do
videos
this
like
for
this
a
previously that I think getting paid.
Makes it very, very clear to me that he doesn't do this for a living. Because if you do something for a living, you do it to get paid. So not even talking about payment up front is insane. Like, if someone asked me to do a full video for them, like let's say it was a 15-minute video, and I have to film it, I have to set up all the shot sequences and edit everything, I'm going to charge at least $500. At least. And that's having no followers. If you have a big account and you have like 50,000, 100,000 followers on like Instagram or on YouTube, oh, you're into multi-thousands at that point. There is no way that a little $200, $300 dinner is going to pay for the services that are required for an actual high-value production, because usually you're going to have a cameraman and a sound man, and so you have to pay them to be there the whole time. Even if you just have one cameraman and he's setting up static and then running his own, like, anyways, whatever. My point is, this is unlikely to be a high-value production if we're talking about a guy who normally does it for the love of the game and a little bit of free dinner, you know? Meeches, did these influencers not get the memo from legit food reviewers? Those peeps all buy their own food when they critique restaurants. Yes, that's what I was saying in the beginning. Now, I feel like when you're, like, as the reviewer, I would want to say, hey, I bought this with my own money. Because if you don't, then it looks like the restaurant just paid you to come in and say nice things. Which I'm sure that happens a lot. But if you're a reviewer and you have integrity, then you would want to steer clear of those kind of things. If you're a videographer and you make video ads for places, fine. Just advertise yourself as a videographer and make video ads. But yeah, I think a review is different than an ad. And a paid review is never going to be fully legit because obviously they're going to sugarcoat it to make it nice. Meech says, Nugget, not Skyline. We can no longer be friends. Meech, are you a Gold Star fan, or you just don't like the Skyline vibe or concept overall? KO says, right, Meech, why do they feel like they're entitled, especially if you're getting paid for a video? That's what I'm saying. You should pay for your own food and then charge $500 for the video. Nugget says, I get a year's supply of Skyline chili cans at Christmas in Arizona from the mother-in-law. No longer available at the Walmart, but still available at Fry's Grocery. Oh my gosh. There you go. That's a good Christmas present. A year's supply of Skyline chili. That's a good mother-in-law. KO says, Nugs, next time you open a can, you gotta share how you like your dogs and pasta. Meech says, I get confused when it's on spaghetti. Yes, that's how we do it here. We pour chili right on the spaghetti. Skyline is like a sloppy Joe truck accidentally crashed into a sawmill plant and they decided to let it roll. Yeah. It's the sloppy Joe truck and the hot dog truck just crashed and they were like, they repaired the middle with pasta. It's not chili. It is chili. I made it, actually, a lot. I've made a lot of Skyline chili. Just check my stash, and I only have 3 cans left. Man, this is getting close. Yeah, you'll have to ration your cans. You only have three left to get through the next month. Whew, man, that's going to be tight. But Thanksgiving will get you through, you know? You'll have a few days where you don't need Skyline, right? Get through the leftovers. KO says it's got too much cinnamon or something. You know, I don't know what the secret ingredients are, but my assumption of what it is nutmeg and pumpkin pie spice. Because I used to, when you make the chili, it doesn't have, when you open the ingredients, like, it doesn't have water or anything mixed in. And so you can smell, like, in the base, you can smell those seasonings very prominently before it gets cooked and all of that stuff. So, yeah, and that's without, like, the tomato and all of the other things. You add things at the restaurant. So some of it is pre-prepared to protect the recipe. KO says, I also had the Skyline experience when I was 8. Well, it's probably changed a little bit since then. Just a theory. I stopped eating meat when I was 10. Wow. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. So where are we here? So our man is still mad about not getting the free food, even though he didn't line anything up ahead of time. Oh, is that Kings Island? Okay. I feel like that's your fault. If you didn't tell the person what the deal was, like what the payment arrangement was ahead of time, that's on you.
For a video review, you should comp the food. That's like me inviting you to my house and giving you some food and then be like, hey, are you paying for that? Like, what the fuck?
No, it's not like that at all, because your house is not a business and this is a business, and you're just demanding something for free in order to tell your 10 subscribers
sense does
you
that
hate
make?
it.
Now, obviously, I don't think I should have to, like, point this out, but that is
Right.
a really stupid comparison.
Yes.
I mean, you didn't go to that
Thank
house,
you,
you went to a
Marky.
restaurant, you know, where you pay for
Right.
food. It doesn't matter if you're invited there. Like, if I'm walking down the street and I see someone who happens to work at a restaurant, they say, oh, you should stop by, you know, we make really nice food. I'm not going to expect that the food is going to be for free because of that conversation.
Right,
Obviously, the
right?
slight difference here is that he's making the video, but if he feels like he should be comped for the video, for his work, then it needs to be mentioned, clearly.
And even then, it's like I'm making a high quality video that's gonna gain you.
Again, high quality is arguable here. We're talking about a guy who is holding a lav mic for some reason
Really?
still.
And even then, it's like I'm making a high quality video that's gonna gain you, the restaurant, thousands of dollars for all these people coming in and trying it out. And what the fuck do I get? Oh, you want me to pay you to make a...
Hold on. This guy thinks that the business is going to make thousands and thousands of dollars. Make thousands and thousands because of his video. Like, how much business do you think you're driving in here? Black Magic says, nice, KO, that's awesome. It's only been 5.5 years of no meat or dairy for me. Wow. Oh, hey, that is a long commitment as well, Black Magic. Did you show the video of him having the video? Yeah. Okay, hold on. I think there is another little section.
It's a food.
Yeah, we got a little bite right there of everything.
Did you see how shaky that was and the terrible zooming? That's not a professional level of, you know, like, at least fix it in the edit. This tells me they didn't even see that. And I don't know. I have a lot of problems with this. Like, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to critique his lighting setup because it's not like I'm broadcasting from the fanciest, you know, whatever. But now this camera has like doubled in price since I got it because, you know, everything's expensive now. So it probably is $1,000 camera, but it's not like that makes my face look better. Like, I still have the same busted mug regardless of how expensive my stupid lights are that are behind me lighting me up, or you know, the little bokeh effect of the background softening as the camera focuses on me. No one notices that dumb stuff, but they do notice when you do bad at executing it like this. And I think that if I gave you $200, $300 worth of free food, I would want something better, higher quality than this. And that's just their fault for not looking at his content.
It's a food.
Yeah, we got a little bite right there of everything. Hey, me?
Again, like right there. How did you not edit the background noise down? Like, it's really easy to do voice isolation. The guy is wearing a lav mic. You don't have any noise gate turned on. This is not high level production.
Immediately you get the flavor of the shrimp and like seafood, and then you get the flavor of the burger. It's a crazy combination that you wouldn't think works, but
What is this shot right here too? Like, what? We are macro level zoomed in on cleaning this knife.
it's pretty good.
So now we're going to fast forward to just 2 days ago.
Oh my god. Okay. So what I want to hear is the owner of the restaurant, because she comes back and she's got some stuff to say. Okay, here she is. This is Jen Hamilton, the owner of this place. Black Magic says, I was always super picky about meat. and realized later it was because it grossed me out more than I thought. Oh, okay. I got you. KO says, I also was such an agreeable eater when I was young. Literally put anything there. Well, hey, that's good. That helps. I a lot of young people are afraid of branching out. So, oh, okay. You never liked eating meat and questioned where it came from. That makes sense. I got you. Okay, so here's Jen Hamilton. She is gonna lay out her side as the owner of the restaurant.
As I'm recording this video right now, when a user called Jen Hamilton, a TikTok of about 4.5 million followers, actually made a video talking about Jorge's video.
Now,
4.5 million followers. Wait, her own account just dwarfs this guy's account.
He said that the manager said, come check him out. Now,
Oh, wait, no, sorry. This is just another creator. This is not the owner. Sorry,
to me,
I was wrong.
what I didn't hear, and you can weigh in to see if maybe you heard something different when I just said that. What I didn't hear was, come in with your buddy and get shrimp and grits burger, fried skins, hummus, tuna tartlets.
Okay, hold on. Maybe this is. She knows exactly what he got. Now listen to this. Listen to this. There was no arrangement. Now, keep in mind, there was zero. We saw the text. There was no arrangement ahead of time, okay? But here it is. Here's what they got. This is the food that they demanded for free.
Said that. What I didn't hear was, come in with your buddy and get shrimp and grits burger, fried skins, hummus, tuna tartlets, a vegan General So,
Tuna
a
tartlets,
filet mignon
vegan
pita,
General So.
crab cake sandwich, 2 Gouda mac and cheeses, 1 Brussels.
See, look right there for you, Black Magic and Crooked Orchids. We got vegan General So just for you. Black Magic says, I did it for the health. Lost 100 pounds, and the longer it's been, the more I know I'll never eat it again. Well, hey, that's awesome, man. Congrats on the losing 100 pounds too. That is sweet. Now it's a ton of tofu, soy curls, and protein powder since I lift weights too. Well, hey, man, that's great. That is great. Keeping the weight off. KO says, keep going, Drew. Sorry, our chats are ducked up. Hey, no, that's all right. I do this for the live chat, you know? I love when you guys talk. Okay, so so this is not just like him and his friend got a couple dishes. He brought a whole crew in there, and they got like 10 things. I want to hear the list again.
Tuna tartlets, a vegan General So, a filet mignon pita, crab cake sandwich, 2 Gouda mac and cheeses, 1 Brussels sprouts, 1 duck 2 ways, 2 chocolate chip cookies.
1 duck 2 ways? Aw.
5 glasses of wine, and a dessert. For free.
Yes.
Whoa, dude. 5 glasses of wine, too? What? Dude, come on, man. Some of that sounded pretty good. I want me a tuna tartlet.
So some important context here is when Jen actually uploaded this original video, she wasn't aware of the original video that Jorge uploaded that I believe is only on Instagram. At this point, the only video that Jen has seen is the actual review where he actually likes the food but starts off by mentioning that the food wasn't comped.
Influencer entitlement is a cancer. That's why I don't want to be called one of those.
You ain't lying,
because
girl.
Even though I have 4.3 million followers, I don't even ask for a discount. If I make a video about somebody, it's just because I liked it. If you're a food reviewer and that's how you work, is that you like get free stuff in exchange for reviews, that's on you, okay? I personally don't think it's the most ethical way to do something, but that's on you. But don't go in there and assume that you're getting shit for free.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's just Jen giving her thoughts on the video, and the thoughts of probably the majority of people when seeing a situation like this is like, why would you assume that the food is for free if it was never mentioned that the food was going to be for free? Now, after Jen posts this video, Jorge is obviously...
Like, he had a whole lot of demands for something that he never even mentioned before he
seen
showed
the
up at the
video
restaurant
and
with all of
probably
his
wasn't
friends.
a very big fan of it, and he decided that he needed to respond. In this video, he starts off by explaining that he makes very high quality videos and says Jen's videos aren't
Don't
high
forget,
quality.
guys.
Hey Jen, nice to meet you.
They're very high quality. And now he's about to show you how high quality his business acumen is and his professionalism when he's finally getting pushback on this ridiculous situation, and he is gonna just try and I guess he thought making fun of her was gonna be the way to go on this one. I don't know, man. Really thinks a lot of himself.
High quality
here.
videos and says Jen's videos aren't high quality.
Hey Jen, nice to meet you. Since you want to talk about me and not even know exactly what happened, let me tell you. So I'm sick and tired of talking about this. This happened months ago, but basically Sophie's invited me, the manager invited me out. He's like, yeah, we're gonna make a reservation for you, all this and that. And it's not the first time I've been to a restaurant to make videos. I do high quality content, as you can tell, which I appreciate the fact that you could tell it was a good video. But yes, I don't do green screen videos like you on TikTok, like the green screen filter. That's very low effort stuff. I don't do that. I actually try to make a good quality promotional video.
He then
that's really low effort stuff. You know what else is low effort? Not cutting out your terrible zooms and your out of focus shots. But okay, sure. Let's call out her green screen when she was trying to show that you got a $300 meal for free and couldn't even post something about it or wanted something for free in exchange for posting this terrible video. It's crazy. And KO says, how many people following him? She has 4 million. Yeah, he is like 50,000, I think. I don't know his exact account. I didn't want to publicize.
then goes on to respond to people who comment on his
anymore.
videos. I guess some people are saying that it looks like he's filming on an iPhone when obviously you're talking about the high quality videos. And Jorge basically responds.
It does. The way that the zoom stops so hard really felt like that was a phone that was taking these shots. Just to me.
Responds by saying he doesn't like iPhones, and then also goes on to respond to people questioning the amount of stuff he ordered, expecting for it to be for free.
With the great work that my cameraman did, and people are just ignorant. They're talking about, iPhone 14. Like, who the fuck? I don't use iPhones to film my content. I hate iPhones. I don't use a phone to film my content. I use the actual camera.
Filming on a phone right now, this exact video is filmed on a phone. Okay, go off.
Cameras, or sometimes when I'm feeling lazy, I use my little meta glasses. But yeah. And people are like, oh, you ordered all the fucking food. Y'all sound so stupid and clueless. Y'all don't know what goes on behind the scenes in these videos. They told me what I should try. They're the ones that were suggesting things to try. The cookies, the plates. They're the ones.
Yes, dude. Because you're a reviewer, and that's what reviewers do. They try multiple things. But as Meech was saying earlier, Nugget says, I miss Meech. I miss Meech too. Meech said earlier, any good reviewer should pay for their own food just for the pure integrity of it so that it doesn't look like there's some sort of quid pro quo. But okay, this is Mr. Quid pro quo professional here. So
ones that were like, oh, you should try this, you should try this and that. I was like, okay, bring it out. Whatever.
I mean, he says that people don't know the behind the scenes, but if this is the part that he's
That's
specifically
right. Get the
referring
glasses,
to as like
KO.
waiters saying like you should get this and recommending food. Like most people will understand that because that happens. Regardless if you're doing a food review or not, it's not uncommon for the staff.
Nugget says that could be very interesting content, KO. I agree. I was gonna say she should get those Ray-Ban Meta glasses. I don't think they're that expensive. I think they're like $700-800 now, which is reasonable considering what they are.
At a restaurant to recommend things to order. Now it's at this point in the video where Jorge talks about how he has actually built
every restaurant is going to recommend things to order. That's what they do.
The $260 I literally built up businesses off of my videos, and people just try to act like that's not true. It's definitely true.
Now, if this was true, and you are a builder of businesses, and every video that you do results in thousands of dollars being made by the restaurant, wouldn't you know your own value and say, hey, I am going to charge for this service because I make high quality content and I pay a videographer. Okay? He doesn't pay an editor, obviously, but he does have expensive equipment that he needs to make the payment on. So I guess you need to learn how to use the fancy equipment, first of all. KO says 700-800. I'll see what my Christmas bonus is this year. Have the boys buy it for you. What are you talking about? Don't buy it. You don't pay for anything. They would. I think they would want to see that, right? I don't know. She says, Santa, I have been good. But yeah, so I just, if you know that your content brings in so much value, then you would say, hey, I know as a restaurant, Becky says, good night, folks, stay safe. Good night, Becky. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good evening. If you know that your content is going to bring in thousands of dollars from my restaurant, then you're going to say, hey, I'm going to charge you $1,000 to make the video because it costs money to make money. I get you. But to constantly have to be reassuring everyone that the content is high value when you could just say, hey, look at the content for yourself and see if it is high value. You know? Like I don't know. It's like me doing a live stream and just being like, this is a high value live stream. Like, that makes no sense. Oh, Becky says she's back. It was on pause. Oh, we're here. We are here. And if you're watching, in the bottom left on the mobile player, you can click on the live button and it will bring you to where we are live. If your phone gets behind on the show, because it will pause. Nugget Man says, it's Friday night. Where is there to go? Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. Crooked Orchid says, I value the live stream. Thank you, Crooked Orchids. I appreciate that. I value you guys for watching the live stream.
And people just try to act like that's not true. It's definitely true. $260, that ain't shit.
It's definitely true.
It's not true, if we're being honest here.
I'm
like,
definitely
again, I'm
awesome.
sure there has been some people
It's
that have seen
super
all
high
these videos
value.
and thought, you know what, I want to go and try that place. But a business is not going to be able to survive just based off one...
Oh, Becky says I work at 6:30. Oh, okay, I get you. It's almost bedtime then.
Influencers video reviewing their food. Even if it's Keith Lee, the person who gets the most views doing these food reviews.
Keith Lee
that's not
would
gonna last
never.
Forever. Yeah, it'll get a big
Keith
increase
Lee
in business
would
for
never.
these
How
restaurants,
do
but
you
over
even,
time, that's going to wear off because videos...
How dare you even bring Keith Lee into this? He would never do some nonsense like this.
Stop getting views eventually, and then it's up to the restaurant to actually provide good service and good food, and hopefully people return and they get new customers.
Yes, absolutely agree. Now, the guy keeps talking because he is just insufferable, but I want to hear from Jen Hamilton one more time because she finally hears this video of him criticizing her and criticizing her green screen and all of this stuff, whatever. So it's pretty good here.
About it, she kind of just like laughs it off and then talks about how like you shouldn't assume that you should get food for free.
That just out of my videos, yeah, I have 16,000 followers. I get more than 16,000 views. Unlike you have 4 million followers, you get like maybe 200K. And even then, it's like low quality effort videos,
Super.
you know.
Yeah.
Wait, did he say how
Get
many
into the
followers
algorithm
he
because-
had? Hold on.
And even 16,000
Free.
that just out of my videos. Yeah, I have 16,000 followers. I get
Whoa, dude. This guy has 16,000 followers and he's going to come at a girl with a 4+ million account? Bro, what? Are you out of your mind? Even if you think you're right, just shush.
more than 16,000 views. Unlike you have 4 million followers, you get like maybe 200K.
Bro, her lowest view video is crushing your stuff, and it's purely a numbers game. Like I have like 10 followers. I'm not making fun of your 16,000. 16,000 is huge. But if you're gonna attack a lady that's got 4.5 mil, bro, like, I don't know. I don't see that as a good business decision. She only gets 200,000 views. Bro, I get like 20 views. Like, what?
And even then, it's like low quality effort videos.
It's like low quality effort.
Get into the algorithm because green screen is not that hard to do. But hey, you do you.
In conclusion, we're all going to Sophie's Cork and Ale in Lexington, North Carolina.
That's right. Sophie's Cork and Ale, Lexington, North Carolina. I love it. Crooked Orchid says, you have 88 following you now. Yeah, no, we lost a couple. We were at 90 at one point. People subscribe because they see one thing, and then I talk about something completely different the next week, and they're like, oh, well, this guy's random as hell. And then they leave. And that's fine. I'm not for everybody. I'm not for most people, actually. But, okay. This one, before we get to the big viral one that's going crazy right now. This
Hold up. Alana in
story
Texas
right here. This girl pretended to be a food influencer. KO says, you gained people. I thought it was 87. It was 87, yeah. It went up to 90 and then went back down to 87. We lost 3 people in one day. I think 2 people like subscribed and then immediately unsubscribed. I don't know. I scared them off. Okay, so this is about a place. This video is a little different because we don't get to see the original video from the creator, but this is he just showed the Instagram page. Medisu is the creator, and Crooked Orchid says, well, I closed accounts, I'm sorry. Oh. You were double subscribed to me? That is against terms of service. Becky says, well, duh, you're random, and we love that. Well, thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. Okay, so here's Medisu, and she made a video about this place, and it has since been deleted. And so this story is going to be told by the guy from the restaurant, okay? Famida. Is that her name? Famida? This is the person in question here. Sappy is still out there. Who is that? Sappy. Oh, is that another account? Oh, okay. It's okay. No big deal. Okay, here we go.
John, I'm the owner and son of Chef Papa Vimni's Kitchen.
He's
we
the
had
owner.
this influencer contact us through Instagram asking if we had any collaboration opportunities.
Okay, so he says, the influencer. This is the influencer writing to the restaurant. Becky says, I do have a secret account, and it is a subscriber. Well, hey, thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. Okay, so, basically they say, my name's Famida. I'm a lifestyle and beauty content creator who's a big foodie based in NYC. I'm inquiring about a possible collaboration opportunities you may have. As a lifestyle and beauty blogger who love recommending food and restaurants in the city, it would be a dream to be able to create quality content with mix of photos and reels, giving my audience an insight of your restaurant and what amazing hospitality you have. Okay, so she is cold calling people. Snappy. Oh, okay. So she is cold calling restaurants, just DMing them like, yo, do you want to collab, please? Please, can I please collab with you, please? So, this guy, he sees this and he says, Okay,
Chef
sure.
Papa ended up responding to.
He says, "Hello, Famida. Thanks for reaching out. How would you like to collaborate?" She says, "We will shoot content and showcase what your restaurant has to offer in exchange for a few dishes and drinks to film with." Again, if you make high quality content, you are not going to do it for a free meal. You're just not. You are just not. He says, "Sounds good. When are you planning to visit? We can arrange." Now, he does say that his restaurant, their main way of marketing is influencer marketing. So apparently it works for them wherever they're based. So here, let's hear how it works out.
To Famida and say, "Hello, Famida. Thanks for reaching out. How would you like to collab? Change for well, again, we've seen this quite a lot recently, right? So this food and
Okay,
when are you planning to visit? We can arrange." To which Famida says, "Amazing, look forward to it. I'll come tonight at 8:30. So this isn't about an influencer calling out a restaurant after being like denied a collaboration. In fact, this time we're talking about an influencer going to the restaurant, getting their bill paid for, ordering $200 worth of food, and then not posting the content.
Oh
at
no!
8:30 p.m. After she came in, she ate about $200 worth of food and left a $6 tip. Of course, the $200 bill was comped about a month.
He says, of course the $200 bill was comped. Okay, so for him, at their restaurant, it is customary to comp the reviewer, which I don't agree with that. I feel like there's ethics problems there.
Passes by.
I mean, I have got to say straight away,
I mean,
$6.
he did give her a lot of chance, you know? He left 2 days in between each DM, the 13th, the 15th, the 17th.
A tip when your $200 bill is already...
Yeah, $6 tip is diabolical on a $200 order that you got for free. $6? Who's that for? Did change fall out of your purse by accident? Like, Lord have mercy, dude. Oh, no. Oh, $6. I almost missed that one. Thank you, KO.
Crazy. I mean, even here in the UK, where tipping culture isn't the same as it is in America, I do realize from what I've heard, like, American tipping culture is a lot bigger there. That's how, obviously, like, a lot of, like, service workers get paid. But even here, that would be wild, considering, like, you didn't have to pay for the meal at all.
Haven't heard anything from her.
When even the British guy is realizing that that there should have been a tip, like, Lord have mercy.
We reached out asking if there was an update when the video
like,
we
hey,
posted.
where's
no
our
response.
video?
We tried following up multiple times. She never responded. We tried commenting on her post that she was making daily. No response. We were completely
still posting.
As you can see here, I started getting a little bit frustrated. I tried calling her. I tried contacting her again multiple times. Multiple weeks has passed. She still hasn't responded, and I've heard nothing from her.
Yeah, I mean, this is wild, isn't it, right? I mean, you've got the $200 meal paid for, and then...
Now, I'm assuming she has some sort of following, right? KO says, what a scammer. Oh, this poor man. Yeah. Now, it's got to be, like, she's got to have some sort of following, at least for him to have said yes to the collaboration. But, like, to be on there and just posting new content like nothing happened is wild. Like, how do you think he's not going to see that?
You haven't posted the content, which is all for me to how to do in this, like, collaboration they've got going on here, right? And you can actually see in these messages, like, Chef Papa is saying, "Hi Famida, checking in here again, as you keep posting content and not Now, obviously, in a case like this, there's going to be a lot of comments, and rightfully so, right, that you need to have, like, contracts in place. Because unfortunately, things like this happen. I mean, we've spoke about multiple situations very similar to this previously, but just because you should have contracts doesn't make this situation okay.
Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's getting long, but basically what happens is after the backlash, Crooked Orchid says you can buy bots to follow you. You can buy lots of things. Oh yeah, like these fake influencers probably are doing that. Yeah. But on YouTube, if you try and do that, you will lose your account. So I don't know how it works on TikTok and Instagram, but basically what she did was she saw the backlash she was getting and that his video was taking off. and she saw the comments under her own content from his account. So she went ahead and posted a video that was a negative review of the restaurant and tried to say, you know, I didn't post my review because I hated your restaurant and it was horrible food and I didn't want to slander your restaurant on my account. And he's like, oh, well, that's weird because you told the server everything was delicious and you packed up everything to go. You got $200 worth of food, whatever. I don't know what is up with these guys. Everybody getting $200 worth of food, but it's crazy, man. Like, there's definitely some sort of a ripoff there. KO says, I'm guessing soon AI can comment also if they already can't. Yeah, they definitely can. You can, that is a plague on YouTube of the AI spam bot comments. But yeah, so the recent viral one that everyone is talking about right now is the girl with the Dunkin' cup. And she was filming an outfit of the day video, which if you are not an avid TikToker, that is when you get the phone, okay, and you prop it up on the ground. You put your phone on the ground, and you prop it up, you tilt it so that you can see your whole body, and you post, and you put OOTD on the screen, and then you just, like, show yourself and spin around, okay? So you're like, yo, this is my outfit of the day, and this is the day, this is my outfit, okay? So here is this creator, and she is standing here with her Dunkin' cup, and it says, I was trying to record my OOTD when this happened. Cool outfit, by the way. Love it. Okay, let's see what happened.
You doing an ad for Dunkin' Donuts outside my store? No. I'm so sorry. No. I know. I saw this and I was like, I'm coming in. Yeah. I'm coming in. You can finish your Dunkin'. Thank you.
So yeah, it seems like a pretty lighthearted conversation.
Yeah, exactly. She says you can finish your Dunkin'. It's okay. She caught her filming the TikTok, and like, as a human being, like, is there more of a cringe moment than when someone catches you filming some stupid TikTok? Like, I absolutely love that when, like, there's, like, 3 people doing some stupid dance wherever in whatever public place to a phone that's propped up, and they're all staring at the phone and not paying attention to what's going on around them, and then they realize that there's, like, someone standing right next to them just, like, waiting for them to finish. Like, oh my god, you just cringe out of your skin, you know? But, okay.
Start off with, a member of staff, I'm assuming the owner, comes out and says, like, are you doing an ad for Dunkin' Donuts outside my cafe? They kind of laugh about it. Nothing really happens. Now, after this interaction, Zarya decides, you know what, I will go into the cafe, kind of show the place, kind of get some food, and then maybe do, like, a review, I guess.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, so she said, I saw the place and I want to come in. But she wanted to film her little outfit first, so that's cool.
This just turned into a vlog of me trying your cafe, so come on in.
No, I'm not.
You gotta launch into the lo-fi vlog music. Here's the lo-fi jams. I think he's muted them though. I have next to no shame. What does it matter? That's funny.
Sure, if the music's gonna be copyrighted here, so I will talk over it. But as we can see, you're just kind of showing the cafe, just showing the interior in general.
Okay.
But when the video,
so nice. Those are some good shots
cuts,
there.
We'll see there's kind of like a different vibe.
So like, how embarrassing. And then she kicked me out because she said, we don't do outside drinks in here. You're so right.
I mean, like, yeah, I would never expect, if I'm holding a coffee cup from one coffee place, to go into another coffee place and sit down and then be fine with that.
But I got me cheese Danish, so I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10 from my car, respectfully.
So as you just heard, Zaria says she ended up getting kicked out of the cafe because she had the drink. But also what we heard was that she was able to actually go into the cafe. She also recorded a few clips. She bought an item from the cafe and then she was kicked out because she wanted to sit down and eat inside. And as we can see in the comment section, people are not impressed with this cafe at all. I mean, there's a comment here that says, she saw you walk in.
Like, she saw you walk in with the drink, but waited until after you purchased something to kick you out? No, it's very, very simple. They have a no outside food and beverages policy, so she said it's fine for you to finish your Dunkin'. In the beginning, go ahead and finish your Dunkin', she said in the video. She also said it's fine if you get something to go, but as a restaurant owner, as a coffee shop owner, do you want someone sitting in your dining room with a Dunkin' cup? That's not a good look when a new customer comes in. Oh, this place must not have good coffee because that lady didn't get coffee here. She went to Dunkin' and got coffee and brought it into this place. So I can definitely see why it is reasonable as any food establishment. If you're a pizza place, you're not going to allow people to bring pizza from another pizza place into your restaurant and eat, right? Like, this is insane response from TikTok commenters, but okay. This is a big conspiracy she had about wanting to wait until she spent money before they kicked her out violently.
In with a drink, but waited until after you purchase something to kick you out. That comment has 85,000 likes. There's another comment here with 180,000 likes that says, well, I definitely will not be going to Fiore Cafe, she's so weird for that. Another comment here saying you bought a Danish and couldn't eat it inside. Wow. Another comment.
Wow, her energy was so bad. What? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't... Maybe her delivery was bad, but I don't think it's out of control to say, like, to have a rule in your restaurant, right? But also on the girl's side, as a restaurant owner, when you realize that someone is filming, like, probably not the best time to go up and, like, you know, say that to them, like, because then that wouldn't have been captured on video and none of this would have happened.
Saying, oh no, her energy was so bad, that's got 254,000 likes.
Jeez, okay, well, I guess I'm wrong about this. 254,000 people said her energy was off. KO says, wait, she was buying stuff, duck that lady. As a restaurant person, LOL, but yeah, it's a walk-in, not a serious sit down, and also she ordered something. You know how many times I have done this? Is it a color issue? See, I don't know if anyone alleged that or not. I'm not sure. It very well could have been. But I can definitely see where that could happen, you know? But I don't think I don't think she was personally disrespecting her. She was just trying to say, like, hey, don't bring outside food and drink, because they probably don't have a lot of tables in that place. So they probably had to enact this rule for some reason, because people were bringing stuff from other
One
places.
with 140,000 likes that says, girl, don't let people disrespect you like that. As you can see, again, people are not impressed with this
I don't
cafe.
know
Now, the next
if
video
she
that's
was
uploaded,
really disrespected. She got a Danish. And then she said, hey, can you not drink your Dunkin' coffee in my coffee shop? I don't know. I don't know if that's disrespectful.
is Zaria kind of explaining what happened. She starts off the video by saying that she was actually stood on the property when she was filming like the outfit of the day video, and she didn't have any intentions of actually going in there at first.
Misconceptions about the video. One, what happened was I went to Dunkin', I got the drink, and then I saw that they had a cute little place on the other side of the street.
I love her room there. She got a pink shirt, pink walls. She got pink ceiling fan, pink vibes. I like it.
See my video? Like, I think the building behind me is Dunkin'. It's quite literally across the street. So
okay,
I went over there and
okay, so the Dunkin' is across the street from this place. I can definitely see where this lady would probably have a vendetta against the Dunkin'. If you're the local coffee shop across the street from a Dunkin', I get it. KO says, I don't think she was, but I thought it was rude. Yeah, it did come off a little bit rude. And I think she could have just waited for her to finish filming the TikTok before she jumped in there.
I was on her property.
Really could have been easy.
Because I know that's like, was I on the sidewalk? Was I in public? No. I was on her property. They had a little patio area right outside of the cafe. And I set my phone up on the table and was standing in front of it. And I did not have intentions of going in there. I really just wanted to record my dab, my drink of the day, outfit of the day, and book of the day to post on my...
How long was she standing there for the restaurant owner to have come out and said something? Like, that's another thing I wonder as well.
Sari then goes on to explain what happened when she went inside. You know, she went in, filmed a few bits, ordered a Danish, and then when she went to sit down, that's when she was told that she had to leave.
My husband used to ejaculate prematurely.
Oh my god, what? Dude, Jesus, Google, like, I'm gonna... How... Hold on a second. You demonetize channels for saying certain things, and then you're gonna throw an ad like that on your own? Okay, whatever. I guess I have to go back in and... Okay. Becky says, so what about bringing your Dunkin' into a Target if they have a Starbucks? See, I think that's different because Target's not like a restaurant. So I don't know if, I don't know if it's this, like, an accurate comparison, but I wouldn't be sitting at the Starbucks with a Dunkin' cup, right? I don't know. I don't think it's a huge deal, and, like, the owner probably should have just, like, said nothing about it, but, you know, what's done is done, and she already looks horrible in front of millions and millions of people, so... why is it not playing now?
A little bit of everywhere. I don't try to
mute our fun
people,
Google ads.
So that's why it looked like it was empty. It was full. Like, there was a lot of people in there. But anyways, I went up there. She saw me recording. I went up there.
See, now you know what I'm researching for future video topic.
I chatted with her, asked for a cheese Danish or whatever. Was like, oh my gosh, didn't know y'all here. Whatever. We had a smooth little conversation about my Danish. And then I went to go sit down and also film a little bit more. And then that's when she came up and she said, oh, sweetie. That's when I cut off the video.
Oh, did you hear the smoke alarm? Oh, I love it. KO says she might have done this like 5 times the same take. Yeah, exactly. She could have been standing there for a little while filming it, because there's no way she had just set her phone down and hit record, and then 5 seconds later, the owner comes running out like a Rottweiler, like, get off of my property! Becky says, that's fair. I just hate when people walk around the store with their coffee. I don't like that either. Like, I get getting a coffee as you're leaving the store, but yeah, I don't like people walking around with the coffee either, because, like, what if you're like spilling the coffee on merchandise, or you're like eating your cake pop and you have cake pop hands and you're touching the merchandise on the shelf that I'm gonna end up buying? I don't know. I don't like that. I'm with you. Got coffee on the way out at the Target.
Yeah, because I thought she was going to say something about me recording, because I know people can be kind of iffy about that. I didn't think that it was about the drink, because for one, I didn't hear her earlier about the drink thing. And for two, I have been in coffee shops before, because I've done studying, done work and stuff like that, where I have bought in outside food.
Okay.
And like my Yeti or water bottles or whatever. So I didn't know that it was a thing or not a thing. It kind of just varies case by case, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I have heard of cafes doing something kind of similar in terms of, like, not taking a drink.
I think pretty much everybody knows that that you don't bring food into a food establishment. I don't know. Certain places might be cool with it, like if you're a coffee shop and all you sell is coffee, and somebody wanted to bring a sandwich in and you don't sell sandwiches, I think that'd probably be okay. But if you're a coffee shop and someone brings coffee from another place and it says Dunkin' in big letters on the side, like, that looks kind of bad for customers that are walking in. Nugget says smoke alarm and a one-of-a-kind ceiling fan. I know, right? She is his type too, Nugget. Dude, that's a good call. I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh. LaRoque is nearby.
From another place and bringing it in there, especially if you are going to be eating inside. But I think judging by the response to all of this, it seems like the main problem that people have with this is the fact that she was able to go inside, paid for the Danish, and then she was told to leave. Like, she wasn't told that before she actually paid money. Now, throughout this video, Zaria is saying that at the time she thought that the member of staff that she spoke to was coming with, like, good intentions, and it wasn't until after the situation when she actually spoke to people, she realized that the member of staff, or the owner, I believe, was being passive-aggressive.
I say all that to say that it wasn't until I read some of the comments, and then I talked to people who actually know me and know how I move and know how I have relationships with other people, that they had to tell me, hey, Zaria, like, that was a little passive aggressive, and like it could have been handled in a different manner. But again, she could have told me before I bought it. I agree. She could have before I spent my money there. All the people that
Yeah, I think that it is definitely on the restaurant owner for not saying in the beginning, hey, we don't allow outside food and drink. If that's your policy, you should probably have a sign up too. You know, why not? Put the sign up. KO says, Drew, I bring a water bottle with me most of the time. That's a good idea. Oh, water is in quotes. Okay, I got you. You can put whatever you want in there. That's right, JLR on the scene. I do like that ceiling fan. I don't know what's going on there.
they're like, why would you still go in there?
I've never seen that ceiling
there, all
fan.
that stuff. Because it was a cute coffee shop. Okay, and if I wanted a fun little treat, I love cheese danishes. She had cheese danishes, I'm gonna get a cheese danish.
Now, to end the video, Zaria does mention that the cafe actually reached out to her and said that they've been receiving a lot of hate. It actually says that they've been receiving death threats, which, of course, never okay.
Why,
and I have to explain
though?
that Zaria tells people, like,
Why?
please, obviously, don't do
Like,
that.
I'm just saying that...
What? Who is watching this video? And after seeing the outfit of the day disrespect, realizes that they need to make threats on the owner of a restaurant that's not even in the state that they live in. You gotta be a special kind of TikTok viewer at that point. Like, I don't know why we need to make threats to everyone. Like, you saw a 4-second video and you're hearing one side of a conversation that had nothing to do with you for a place you will never go, and you're gonna call and threaten the lady who owns the place? Oh my gosh. And this is... Now, I feel like the creator threw the restaurant owner under the bus for no reason, because it's like, you did not have to say any of that stuff. You didn't have to say where the place was. You didn't have to say... You got kicked out for a just reason. If their policy is no outside food and drink, you had outside food and drink. Very simple. There are TikToks. That's right, KO. Exactly. But, like, it's... I don't know, man. It's too
they did reach out to me, and
way too far, y'all.
Death threats and all those things, and I do want to say I don't condone that at all.
Oh, you don't condone that? Well, then why did you send the dogs after her then? I don't know.
I don't think that. I think this is important, and it does open a bigger discussion, and it could be a learning moment. But I don't.
It opens a bigger discussion about whether you can bring your Dunkin' into places. It opens up a bigger problem, guys, where Dunkin' is not allowed in enough places, and we need Dunkin' to be allowed everywhere.
I think that anybody deserves death threats. So if we could please stop doing that.
No one deserves any kind of threat over a cheese Danish, over a $6 tip, over a $300 tuna tartlet.
That
no
as we
threats
see in a lot of these
are
situations
necessary.
when they do go viral, the reviews for the cafe got absolutely review bombed. I mean, we can see here at one point they were down at 2 stars. That was actually with 789 reviews at the time. But now when we look at them, we can see there's only 187 reviews and it's back up to 4.7.
See, this is the mechanism I was talking about earlier that Google has to prevent these type of things. So they eventually, after the surge is over with, they will remove the false reviews.
7 stars. This is just something that Google do all the time in situations like this. When there's a big influx in negative reviews,
Yes.
they end up taking them away. No, it's crazy that they actually allowed her to come in and make a purchase before kicking her out.
Front of your business. You allowed her to come inside, you allowed her to film content, and you even allowed her to...
Now, allow her, I don't know if they did, because as soon as she started filming, she came out and said something to her like, hey, are you filming a Dunkin' commercial on my patio for my coffee shop? So I don't know if they allowed her. But this girl is already, I can tell she is big mad, and she is never going to go to that coffee shop, doesn't know the creator, doesn't know the coffee shop owner, but she's mad. I get it.
Your business. You allow her to come inside, you allow her to film content.
It's crazy that they actually allowed her to come in and make a purchase before kicking her out.
I mean, if they hadn't allowed her to come in, you would have been mad about that too, right?
Your business. You allow her to come inside, you allow her to film content, and you even allowed her to buy a Danish. After she purchased something, you then...
That's what a restaurant is for. Yeah, they sell stuff. They would allow you to buy things that they sell.
Turn around and say, yeah, you have to get out of the establishment because you have a Dunkin' drink in your hand.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cut and dry. Hey, you can come in and get something to go, but if you have outside food and drink, you can't sit at our tables. I don't think that's crazy. And I don't think it's discriminatory because it's the same policy for everyone.
That's crazy to me. That's beyond crazy to me. Okay. Because you should have never allowed her in. When she walked in with the drink, you should have said, oh, we don't allow outside.
Should have football tackled her to the ground, dude. You should have launched that drink across the universe.
Drinks in our establishment. But to me, that still is crazy.
Should have smacked her drink on the ground.
Even if she did have an outside drink, why can't someone come with an outside drink? They may like coffee from Chick-fil-A, Dunkin', or whoever, but they may like your pastries.
And again, as I feel like most people would realize, they're fine if you want to buy one of their pastries, but if they're trying to sell coffee and you're sitting there drinking the competitor's coffee in their restaurant, they have every right to have a problem with that. I feel like that's not, I don't see how that's out of line. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, 284,000 people thought that the restaurant owner was out of line.
Kiana goes on to explain how she would have handled the situation.
That girl better than me, because don't you know I would have called my bank and disputed that charge so damn quick?
Okay.
That charge would have got...
Why dispute the charge? You got the Danish. They sold you a Danish and you paid for it. Why would you dispute the charge? That's actual credit card fraud.
Disputed so damn quick because I would have threw that goddamn Danish at her head and then called the bank.
That's battery and credit card fraud.
And said that I need my money back. Because she tried it. You tried it. She purposely did that to that girl too.
So if you had a coffee shop, you would be fine if someone came in with Dunkin' coffee and sat in your coffee shop and threw a Danish at your head? I don't think so. I have a feeling if you were on the other side of this hypothetical interaction, you wouldn't like that treatment.
Embarrass her because she was mad that she had a Dunkin' drink in her hand and she was filming in front of her establishment.
I also saw a video from
you know what? Maybe she's pro Dunkin'. If the Dunkin' aspect of this is the part that's making people upset, I get that. Maybe she owns a Dunkin'. And again, I don't think she's anti-Dunkin'. She's not a Dunkin' discriminator. She's just saying, hey, I'm trying to sell coffee here. Maybe you drink my coffee in my coffee shop. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Here we are. This is back. This looks like this is like right in front of the actual place.
We're minding our business for once. So. Might as well walk it.
Oh, okay. So this is other people bringing outside drinks to the cafe.
Fuck Fior. Fuck nobody.
Now this video in particular definitely has a mixed response in the comments from...
I mean, like, they just opened and like I don't understand this. Like, am I stupid? Like, if you have a coffee shop, I don't know. whatever. I'm making the same point over.
From some people really liking the video to which some people saying that it's going too far. But now this brings us to Zaria's newest video on the situation, where she's actually responding to a comment. Now this comment is actually talking about the fact that Zaria mentioned the cafe reaching out to her and saying that they're receiving a bunch of hate. And the comment reads, "That's the question of the day," because
because the cafe reached out and said, "Hey, we're getting a lot of threats. Can you delete the video?" And the girl was like, "No, I'm not deleting the video. It has 3 million views. I made $200 off of that video." That's the question of the day. Because if they just reached out to complain about receiving death threats, but an apology wasn't included, then they need to reach out again and do it right this time. They need to apologize for having a policy where they don't allow outside food and drink. Please tell me what planet you live on. Where, like, are people taking their McDonald's and walking in Wendy's like they own the place and throwing stuff at the manager if they don't allow them to take over a table? Like, I don't understand what we're talking about right now. We're mad that the restaurant didn't apologize?
In the video, I was quite literally just trying to support. This is the outcome of it. What I will say though is if over millions of people are telling you, hey, you were in the wrong, I feel like you really should just probably apologize.
Yeah, but millions of people also saw a slanted view of this story from one side of it.
I don't think that is my place to make things right more than I already have been.
And then goes on.
Yeah, so you just send a gang of people after a restaurant and you have
what if you could clean your retainer
culpability or any kind of responsibility to your audience. It's interesting.
Learning lesson. They're saying that they're gonna file reports and all that stuff now. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do at this point.
And then we actually see some DMs between Zaria and someone who is saying that the owner of Fiora Cafe is actually their mum. "Hey there, my mum owns Fiora Cafe and I saw the TikTok that was posted today. We have received a ton of negative reviews on Google today. Also starting to get some rude comments on our Insta posts. I was wondering if you were available for a quick chat about what happened. I'm just trying to that's why it was so shocking to read the comments. Seeing nearly 100...
Okay. So they did reach out to her to try and get her to take the video down.
Calls all day of people saying,
but she's TikTok famous now. You can't tell her to delete nothing. Your little death threat doesn't mean anything. Becky says, "I have taken McDonald's into a Wendy's, but my husband was getting Wendy's and I had McDonald's." See, I think a lot of restaurants probably would be okay with it if you ask. But, you know, if you have a policy of no outside food and drink, I don't understand. You know? Like a sit-down restaurant, would you walk in there with like a full pizza? I don't know.
outside the store, harassing my mother, etc. I would really like to be able to...
I don't know why they gotta harass this poor lady. She's just trying to have a coffee shop and big nasty corporate Dunkin' is right across the street. And this lady's like, "I've made peace with the situation. I made a video to discuss about it. I made a video to support you guys. I can't control how people respond." Like, I don't know, dude. To be like, yeah, you definitely shouldn't threaten people because I for sure don't condone that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't like this. I don't like sending an army after every restaurant over a perceived slight when none of these people were even there. It's so sad. The daughter says, "I'm glad you found peace with it. I totally get the video was in support of us. However, it has not helped. We're receiving threats every minute, and it's only getting worse. I know we can't control how other people respond, but we can control the space in which the hate is being fueled. You could put an end to it by deleting the video or making it private. We're trying to ensure the safety of our employees, and unfortunately received enough threats to where we've filed a report about the situation." I mean, yeah, I'd be making police reports if you're getting all these threats. It's insane. What are you doing if you're sitting in your mom's basement sending death threats to a freaking coffee shop, dude? It's
and their team are
such an unfortunate situation. Fiore Cafe has always been a lovely place to be eat, and their team are such nice people. I think it's just a simple, awkward situation made so much worse by people being hateful and rage baiting. No kidding. The whole society is being worse by being made worse by rage baiting. I would argue.
Such nice people. I think it's just a simple / awkward situation.
KO says, also, who the F cares? What is the burger place that has beef fat fries? My family used to get Wendy's fries and eat burgers. What is that? Beef? Oh, the beef tallow. Who does the beef tallow? Is that Five Guys? I don't know. I don't eat at a lot of those places either.
Made so much worse by people being hateful and rage baiting. I don't think she was kind to you at all, but I don't think cancel culture is okay. That woman might have kids to feed or something, and all these people are ruining her business.
Right. Like, again, she probably has to deal with this all day long. She has 4 tables in her little tiny patio, and 3 of them are filled up with people from Dunkin' Donuts. I feel like it's not out of line for her to say, hey, it's my patio for my customers.
But even though the comment section is definitely more mixed, the majority of the comments are still against Fiora Cafe. Wow, it's mainly people mentioning the fact that Fiora Cafe, from the messages that we've seen, didn't apologize. So there's a comment here saying they typed a bunch of paragraphs and not a single sorry in sight.
Yeah, so they should have apologized. Oh, I'm sorry. All the coffee shops, everybody can come sit in my restaurant for free. I'll pay my rent from the negative rage of TikTok comments. We don't need to make any money in this business.
Another comment here saying, please do not delete your video. You did absolutely nothing wrong. And another comment here saying, did I miss the apology and then messages to you? Now finally we actually have a statement released by...
A bunch of people who are 12 years old, have never had a job, don't know what it's like to run a business. I don't get this. Maybe I'm missing something here, and I'm the only one with on the restaurant owner's side, but that is crazy.
By Fiora Cafe, it's on their TikTok account. We're aware of a recent viral video that's brought a lot of unexpected attention to our cafe. Unfortunately, the response online has led to a wave of false reviews, hurtful comments.
Yeah, the situation in the video has been taken out of context. Our staff simply reminded the customer of our no outside food and drink policy. We are saddened that less than 10 seconds of video can cause such strong, hateful opinions when we know who we are as a business. Yeah, I'm saddened by that too, because it's ridiculous. They heard the owner talk for 4 seconds, and now they're the experts. It's really sad. We kindly ask that people remember there are real people behind small businesses. If you'd like to know who we really are, come see us in person or talk to us directly. We'd love to welcome you in. Thank you to everyone who's reached out with kindness and support. It means the world to us right now. Well, I feel terrible for the Fiora Cafe, so if you're near there, support them, I guess, because these people think that you should just be able to walk into Applebee's with your Outback, like Nugget says. I see Applebee's commercials when I'm at Outback. I always wondered that. So you gotta pay extra to have the commercial filtering on your TV service, right? But yeah, I don't know. I don't get why all the TikTok people are so riled up, because it's like it just blows me away. Like if you had a hometown ice cream shop and Dairy Queen came in across the street and everyone from Dairy Queen came over and sat on all the tables on your patio, you're supposed to just be fine with that? You can't ask anyone to leave. You can't have any rules about your own patio that you pay for, the restaurant that you run. That's wild. Lord, I guess I'm getting too old. I don't understand the way of the TikTok influencer. But if you're a restaurant owner and you see a TikToker, you better give them everything. Just throw hundreds of dollars at them. Give them everything in your restaurant for free, because if not, you're gonna get death threats. And people are going to tear your business apart on Google. Like, Jesus, man. Oh, like the restaurant business isn't hard enough without these people out here. I don't know. At this point, I feel like they ought to just ban the influencers. How much of a push are you really getting from TikTok? Because people love negativity on TikTok. They don't like positivity. You would never see a TikTok go viral where people are like, oh, wow, Did you see this awesome coffee shop that just opened up? They have really good Danishes they make. No, that would never go viral. That would never go viral. But if you have somebody in there that they can hate and direct their rage at, well, then there's a hit tweet. It's a sad thing. I feel bad. I feel bad for the restaurants. I feel bad for the innocent bystanders and collateral damage of these situations, because it's just gets out of control, man. But hey, hopefully y'all don't have to deal with TikTokers in your business. And if you do, apparently don't say anything to them, because they will come down on you with a furious rage. And there is no way to turn it off, apparently. But that's our new world. We're just living in it. So, welcome to TikTok dystopia. Oh my gosh, I hope y'all had fun. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the extras. Tell your family you love them, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.